Mexican passing game. Hey everybody, this is Joel, the accidental retiree here on YouTube. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal. I'm going to get right into it. This is an important update. I got in my hot little hands here. Oh, my mic fell. Let me fix that situation. Depth into it. I've kind of like pulled 3 pages that were relevant. There's quite a bit missing, but I think this is going to shed a little bit of light on the situation and actually show that there's really no need to panic. So stick around. I'm just going to go park somewhere a little bit more quiet, and then I can go through the documents. Yeah, I've given it a cursory review, and I think there's some good things in here. So stick around. Again, don't touch that dial. You're going to want to hear this for sure. All right, just on the Upper East Side, I had to go run a couple errands, and I figured while I'm doing that, I'll get this update done. This is gonna be super quick, guys, so maybe 10 minutes, and we'll get you all on your way. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I can't believe another week has gone by, and I can't believe August is almost upon us. All right, I'm just gonna find a parking spot here, and we'll get right into this. All right, I got a little parking spot. I got the papers in front of me. Just bear with me as I kind of go through this. It's kind of a little, because I don't have the entire document, it is a little bit disjointed. But basically, here we are. Basically, this is authorizing public officials to carry out a search warrant for the execution of its Judicial Control Act in order to prevent alterations, destruction, or disappearances of items. For these purposes, specific controls will be established for their safeguarding, which at a minimum consider the nature of the items and the risk of their preservation. Similarly, the agent of the public prosecutor needs to prepare an inventory and place seals, tapes, or official notices in visible areas and/or access points to indicate the securing of the property. And so, basically the seizure signs that everyone sees right now, that has been done. And then it just goes into what they need to do when they do that, having a witness and whatnot. The assets, the seized assets and corresponding inventory must be promptly handed over to a competent authority in accordance with applicable regulations. It must be specified where the secured items are evidence, physical evidence, objects, instruments, or proceeds of an alleged crime. And that's kind of interesting in this case because they're all residents, so they're not any of those things. So I think just kind of hang on to that for a minute. Once this is carried out, there needs to be specific controls for keeping safe and preserving the property, and it must be placed at disposal of the committee, and a committee that is in charge of these seizures for the State Attorney General's office, so that the interested parties may appear to clarify their rights. This is very important, okay, guys? So you have the opportunity to clarify your rights to the property. And if you have a a valid escritura. And if you're a renter and you have a valid rental contract, you need to get yourself down to the Fiscalia or hire a lawyer. And we have been told that there is a lawyer, and I haven't had a chance to go see him today because it's been kind of a crazy day for me. But he is at the Women's Center, and that's right on the opposite side of where Mega is, the entrance to Nuevo Vallarta, or Nuevo Nayarit as they call it. They have that whole Fiscalia Center there, and it's in the women's part. And his name is Raul Ruiz. I got that right. And it was Nathan Stone, I believe, that mentioned that. I'm going to try to go see him tomorrow. I'm sure he's going to be working. Maybe get a little bit more details from his perspective. But basically, you need to go to the Fiscalia, from what I've been told by my lawyer, and basically bring your title documents, your escritura documents, all your IDs, and you have to basically prove that you have rights to that property. And basically, that's a good thing. And there's a couple other things in here that I need to go. So the authorization for this seizure to secure the property will be for 12 months. As the applicant states, the purpose is to prevent the property from being altered and thus preserved in its current state. So basically, they don't want it sold off. They don't want any changes. They've halted all developments. I'm not sure if there's any building permits in place right now, but anything like that has to be halted. It ensures that no ownership modifications are made during the authorized period. So if you're wanting to sell your unit right now, unfortunately, you're shit out of luck on that. But you still have some good news here, okay? You're not getting evicted. They're not taking over your property. It's kind of like an overall seizure. Like they're basically preventing you from doing anything. You can't transfer title. You can't sell it. You can't do any major or probably even minor modifications without some type of permission. This is what was deemed an appropriate time frame of 12 months to complete the investigation. So essentially they're putting a hold on the property so that you can't do anything with it while they finish the investigation. And there's the next thing I'm going to say is very important. Do not go away. Listen to this, okay? Therefore, the legality of the securing is upheld, which only temporarily affects the ownership and does not definitively transfer domain over the property. This is huge, guys. Okay, so this kind of alleviates all the worries. And speaking with my lawyer, he's like, yeah, you shouldn't lose any sleep. Believe me, this is going to be a pain in the ass. This is going to resolve itself. I can almost guarantee you that. I'm going to speak to a little bit of this a little later in the video. So again, just stick around. All right. So there you go. Maybe go down to the Women's Center and go see Raul Ruiz. And hopefully going to make some time tomorrow to do that. Sorry, guys, I didn't. Friday today was just busy with just work stuff. And as I said, I'm just out doing some errands and thought I would shoot this video super quickly. Or if you have a lawyer, get your paperwork together. You got to go down to the Fiscalia, from what I've been explained by my lawyer, and prove your property rights. And it is that simple. Now, that's not to say that this isn't going to be a pain in the freaking ass for the next 12 months at least, but it's going to work itself out. Okay, I think, we got to look at the law of odds in this thing. It would take like the National Army to come in to seize that property. Okay, there would be a freaking revolution. This isn't about gringos losing their land. This is about Mexicans, gringos, like all of the above. Okay, and I think that given the fact that there's so many landowners, you guys actually are very, very powerful as a collective. I mean, if you all threw a couple $3,000 each into a legal bucket, you got yourself a pretty significant legal fund. So, as a wise man once said to me, don't worry about it until you actually have something to worry about, right? So until the army is showing up, or the state police are showing up to evict everyone, I would just go on about my business, and I would not let this cause me any more stress than it has to. Like, come on, I have to call a spade a spade. It's going to cause you a little bit of stress. But you guys are not criminals. You've done nothing wrong. You own your property. You have your escritura. So you have nothing to worry about that way. And I think just let this thing play out. Work together as a group of owners. Man, you guys are super powerful because you got so many of you. And, don't fight between each other, and, listen to a good lawyer to help you through this. And that's about it. So that's all I've got to say. I hope you found this video of use. I'm going to get it up as soon as possible. Get this edit done and get this video up. And if you have any questions, please put the questions in the comments. Please share this video on Facebook to other people. I want to hear from you guys. And if anyone who has been affected is interested in doing a video with me, or a group of you, to just explain what you've kind of gone through, I would love to set that up. So put your comments below in the video. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll keep following the story. And as I get any more information, I'll do continuous updates. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Nos vemos hasta luego and adios.